Domain setup. What we're going to do is go ahead and set up a domain name in Power Lead System. And so when you first log in to Power Lead System, you're going to see something like this. And so we're going to go ahead and click here to see these particular updates on my next login so we can see the latest updates. And then setting up a domain name in Power Lead System is very, very simple. If for whatever reason, if you don't know what a domain is, then you can search on Google, what is a domain name? And it's simply yourname.com, .net, whatever the case may be. So we're going to go ahead and set that up so we have our own domain name in this system. So from here, what we want to do is simply click on add your domain. And so we click on that. Now from this screen here, you should already have your own domain name. Again, I recommend getting a domain from GoDaddy. They have excellent support. And so we're going to go ahead, and it says here, I have a domain that I've been using for years. How do I bring it here? Click here. So we're going to click on that. And that's going to bring us to this page here. And I'm going to set up this domain, which is plsvip.com. Show the instructions. That's going to bring us to this page here, and you can see at the top they already have instructions for setting up a domain name at GoDaddy. We're going to go ahead and walk through this process again. And so let me jump over to GoDaddy. So from GoDaddy, you want to go ahead and sign into your account. Let me go ahead and sign in. Now, once you're signed in, you want to go to My Account. You can click on Visit My Account. That's going to bring us to this page here. And what we want to do is go ahead and click on Manage next to Domains. Click on that. That's going to bring us to our Domain Manager. Now, if you've already secured your domain name, then you should see your domain in the Domain Manager. I went ahead and ran a search. This is the domain name that I'm going to be using for Power Lead System. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now that's going to bring us to this page here. And these are essentially the domain settings. So we're going to click on DNS zone file. And so you should see something like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Power Lead System. And we're going to go ahead and copy this IP address. Now you want to make sure that you copy it very, very carefully. You do not want any extra spaces. So you may want to go ahead and write this down and type it in. I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Again, make sure there are no spaces. Go back to GoDaddy. And then back at GoDaddy, underneath zone file, you're going to see a host. And underneath host, you're going to see the @ symbol. We want to go over to the right-hand side and click on Edit Record. That's going to bring this up here. What we want to do is go ahead and paste the IP address that we just took from Power Lead System. And you can see there's a space after the IP. We're going to get rid of that. Again, we don't want any spaces in here. And we're going to leave everything else alone. Click on Finish. Then we're going to go ahead and click on Save Changes. And then we're going to do one more thing here. We're going to go ahead and click on Add Record. Here we're going to go ahead and select a host. Now underneath host, very, very important, we're going to put an asterisk. That's the wild card symbol. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. We're going to put the IP address that we got from Power Lead System in here again, making sure that there are no spaces. And then under TTL, we're going to go ahead and select a half hour. That's just going to make sure that the changes happen as quickly as possible. We're going to go ahead and click on Finish. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and click Save Changes. And those are going to be all the changes that we want to make at GoDaddy. It is going to take a little bit of time for these changes to take place. It could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It could take a couple of hours. It could even take all day for the changes to take place. However, it usually happens very quickly. We're going to go back to Power Lead System, and then from here what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and check these boxes. We're also going to check I have made the changes, and then finally we would click on Test My Domain's Changes. And if you've done this correctly and the changes have taken place at GoDaddy, you should see success. And that's how you know that you have done everything correctly. And again, you may need to wait just a little bit of time for the changes to take place at GoDaddy. And so that is the entire process of adding your domain name to Power Lead System. It's very, very simple. Just follow along with this video. Anyone can do this. You can definitely do this. And so it's as simple as that. Go ahead and set up your domain name, and we'll see you in the next video.